All right. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. That sounded a bit cheesy, but here we are. This is... Oh, wow. The electric door handles, they make a really loud noise. So, coming back. Welcome to the Mercedes-Benz E class, the 300 DE. And I'm going to tell you why I think it's a very overlooked model in the E-Class range. Firstly, DE, so that means yes, it is a diesel, and yes, it is a hybrid. I believe that these are about the only hybrid diesels that you can buy on the market, which, to be honest, they make so much sense. You're only using the electric power for driving about, and I think you can get about 80 to 90 kilometers out of the electric range, no problem. So perfect for your daily commute, or most of your daily commute. Where this shines is instead normal hybrids, they have a petrol engine, and they can be quite thirsty on longer journeys because you're also carrying a lot of weight. This is different because what we have here is a 2-liter 4-cylinder diesel engine, one that on its own provides 194 horsepower, which is plenty, but when you couple it to the hybrid system, it has over 300 horsepower and 700 newton meters of torque. I mean, more than enough for your daily needs. As well, you get a range of, this currently says 790 kilometers on a full tank. May or may not increase up depending on your driving style, but yeah, you have a very efficient diesel engine, and you couple it together with a hybrid. So right now we're driving in the electric mode, just as you would do in normal city traffic. I still have over 3/4 left of electric charge. I'm sitting in a very nice and quiet cabin. We have the classic Mercedes 3-spoke wheel, different from the sports steering wheel where there's 2 rows with the buttons on it. Here it's all together. I actually prefer the sports steering wheel because it looks a little bit weird. The surfaces here, they're a little bit too big. But then again, on my right side, we have the MBUX, and this is the new version of the MBUX, which actually is what's called, in the EQS you had no M5 Touring, actually. Cool. But back to the E300. We have in the EQS what's called the Hyper screen, which was the screen goes from left to the right all the way. It was one screen. Here in the E-Class we have the Super screen, which means we still have the classic cluster like you're used to, although just like in the S-Class, the 3D vision now has trickled down to the E-Class, which is a really cool feature. And then we basically have our big center screen along with an extra screen for the passenger to enjoy whatever he likes. All works really well. I have to say I'm more of a fan with how the previous system worked because it was a little bit closer to you. It was all centered vertically. It was very nice. You could reach everything very well. It's a little bit further, but it's still a very nice system, and yeah, Apple CarPlay connectivity, so that's what you're going to use mostly as well. So now we're merging onto the highway, just an electric, full power. It's not very quick. It's 120 horsepower electric motor, but it gets you there. Also, the thing I preferred on the old system is the integration of the buttons down below. They feel a little bit of an afterthought on this generation, but yeah. So now we're actually on the highway. Let's put on the cruise control and let's have the party piece do its work. So we'll go from electric to hybrid, and once we're in hybrid, we are going to have the we have the engine running. So now we're running on a hybrid. We're running with the diesel engine on. So yeah, the diesel engine is still warming up as well, but what it essentially means is for longer journeys you have a great and quiet, because I could not even hear or feel the engine kicking in. It's a very nice and quiet car to run in. And the diesel, truth be honest, what they did with the diesel is very, very impressive, because it complies to the latest emission standards, and they've done a lot to the engine to make it more efficient. They made the block aluminium, pistons are still steel, but to reduce weight. But thanks to the nano slide coatings which sit on the inside of the piston housing, we have a car that, we have pistons that have 25% less friction. And with an updated fuel injection system, we actually have fuel being injected at 2050 bar, which is nuts. So right now, since I've started, looks like we're back into electric, but I have an average of 3.2 liters per 100 kilometer, which, yeah, it's nothing. Let's see if we can get it back, because I know we're not driving on any routes right now, so it's trying to use all of the electric power first. But maybe we can try to push it into just into the So go to energy charge, go engine. Yeah, it's all a little too complicated to find at first. Something I also want to highlight with the the new E-Class plug-in hybrid is the capability to do fast charging. And normally, I think it's 7 kilowatt that you can charge, and it does take quite a while. No problem if you're at home, but if you're, let's say, taking a break at a petrol station or wherever, you can plug it in, and if you select in the infotainment the option of fast charge, you can charge the car up to, I think it's 50 kilowatts. Currently it says to me that I can do a maximum of 29 kilowatts, but that's because the battery is still trying to reach its optimal temperature. But yeah, we're driving, smooth sailing. The E-Class is so comfortable. The infotainment, actually I'm getting accustomed to it. They have some nice colors being used as well. It's very intuitive, which Mercedes does very well. But also something that you might not know, there's a few quirks in this car. One, there's a selfie camera in here, so I don't think I can use it right now because that wouldn't be very responsible. But what I can do is, with the touch of a button, I can change the way the vent is moved. Yes, it actually works automatically. I don't know who thought of it and what the point is, but it does look cool when you select it and it starts moving on itself. See, we've been running the car and it's just gliding about, and that's so great. It's an estate, so you have a big trunk. There is quite a bump for the battery system, which is normal, but you have to keep in mind. But mostly it drives very comfortably. You don't feel the added weight. The lane change system with the cruise control, it's unmatched compared to competitor cars. as well as cruise control. It works very nicely. It gets quite close to other drivers without slowing down, and when someone pulls up in front of you, it all works very great. And that's what you want in a great daily. You just want to be hassle-free, and this will get you anywhere, wherever you want. Maybe something important to mention is the price, because what you're getting a lot of car, but how much does it cost? And for the E300 diesel hybrid, we're looking at a price of about 78,000 starting, which is a lot of money, don't get me wrong, but yeah, you're getting such a nice car to drive, and yeah, it's hassle-free if there's no crazy people driving in front of you, but even then there's almost no road noise. It just glides about, and yeah, I'm going to drive and take this a little bit more in a different way. We'll drive a little bit longer. I'll catch back up with you in a few moments, but I just want to let the car stretch its legs, let the diesel do its work. Thank you for cutting me off, Mercedes. But yeah, I'll catch back on you in 5 to 10 minutes, see how the diesel is going, and at the end of the trip I'll let you know how much we've actually consumed. So stay tuned.
A few moments later.
Okay, so welcome back. We've been driving for about 20 minutes since we last talked. Our current average is 4.2 liters per 100 kilometers. I actually found in the dynamic, I remembered that if you have to put it to battery hold, and then it just continues on the hybrid, on the diesel engine. So it's currently 4.2 liters. Yeah, super. Even my range has been going up from when we started 790. Now we are 52 kilometers into our drive here, and yeah, it's gone to 815. And as I can see, the previous person who drove this car averaged 5.6 liters and did 14% electric, which it's a super respectable number, and I feel like I can pull out even a lot more out of this engine. So yeah, this is a hybrid that really makes sense. People are often scared of diesels, but as I've said, this is the best and the newest diesel, and it complies with every regulation there is, and therefore it's super efficient. I think I've read some articles saying that some diesels, they're actually so efficient that they, in bad cities, they consume the pollution. So what comes out of the car is cleaner than what went in. So yeah, why wouldn't you consider a diesel? This is a super nice car. If you want to experience how this is like, go and find one, do a test drive, and yeah, get more diesels back on the road, because they're super good if you're doing a lot of kilometers like I do. That's it for now. I hope to see you in another video, and keep safe. Ciao.